Hello, I'm Nomiki Const, and I'm here in Puerto Rico at the port at Guayanilla in the south of the island, just outside of Ponce, an area that was hit incredibly hard by Hurricane Fiona. We are here at this port because there's a vessel waiting just a couple of miles away to enter the port, but is not able to enter, and it is carrying over 350,000 tons of diesel. Diesel, which is so important right now, as the power outages are constant on this island. Since Luma has taken over, and really before, since Hurricane Maria. Diesel is what hospitals rely on. It is what makes sure so much water is being pumped throughout the island. It's what takes care of our sewer systems. And of course, supermarkets, homes, and businesses also operate off of generators which rely on diesel. Peerless Oil, which does wholesale work here in Puerto Rico, contracted with British Petroleum, BP, to ship this diesel for the crisis that's occurring right now from Texas City, Texas. But this is a ship that is flagged by the Marshall Islands. And when I say flagged, it means the flag of the Marshall Islands is on the vessel. So Peerless contacted a BP, and they had to reroute the ship to make sure that it would arrive in Puerto Rico. Peerless contacted DHS to issue a waiver to the Jones Act 6 days ago. That is one day after Hurricane Fiona hit the island. Now, if you remember, the Jones Act is a 1920s law that requires that all interstate commerce be conducted with U.S. vessels, flagged, owned, and operated, all by the U.S. A foreign ship cannot make 2 consecutive U.S. stops. Now, that's an issue because Puerto Rico, 85% of the food is imported into this island. And right now, after the storm, so many farms have been hit hard and won't be able to regenerate for several years in some cases. So they're going to be importing more and more to the island. The Jones Act costs consumers on this island $1.5 billion extra in costs. And that is partially because their U.S. Merchant Marine is the most expensive in the world, and without any competition and really not enough vessels out there to compete. Now, there are calls for Congress to end the Jones Act and for DHS to issue temporary waivers, which has been done by every single administration since President Herbert Walker Bush. Now, when there are supply shortages, this is a problem because there are not enough Jones Act qualified ships. The excuse that the Biden administration has made in not issuing a temporary waiver for Puerto Rico is because in 2020 there was a law change by Congress that doesn't allow blanket waivers anymore. But it does allow case-by-case waivers as long as there is a national security purpose. But last year, the Biden administration issued 2 waivers to private companies, including, if you recall, the Colonial Pipeline. So we're waiting here to see what happens. If the waiver is not granted, this vessel will turn around and go back. We'll find out by tonight.